Alright everybody, welcome to my second 4th of July edition of Sit Down with the Boss. First of all, go to the channels and like and subscribe to Krime Family and TV and Krime Family TV 2. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Today we have a special guest. Give an introduction to yourself, who you are and where you're from.
It's the boy Texas State Armadillo, aka Sharkadillo, Corpitos, repping, you know what I'm saying, all day, every day.
Already. Now, what neighborhood did you grow up in Corpus Christi?
I'm from the east side, Ace of Spades, raised, you know what I'm saying? Solano, straight up, all day, every day, 78415 area. That's the hood that we put it down for many years. We were the reason why the jet team was created back in the Gap with Officer Ford and Officer Armadillos. One fucking cop car, 2 men chasing at least 12 well-known fucking big time gangs at that time, back in the early 90s. You know what I'm saying? This is real tough, real life.
Already, man. Now, speaking of the early 90s, not too many rappers can do that. Explain to them the difference of the hustle game then and the hustle game now.
The hustle game back then was printing out your CDs however you could, whether it was handwritten, you know what I'm saying, you put in a little fucking floppy disk and you go do your thing and you're hustling, you're promoting yourself, you're putting yourself out there, you're slanging, you know what I'm saying, you have product. Nowadays, you go to your computer, you throw down a song, 1,000 people are hearing that shit. Back then, you'd have to walk everywhere, you'd have to go to every club, hit the stores, wherever you were at, you had product, you're gonna sell that shit, you know what I'm saying? Because that's how you got out there. They be jamming your CD in their car, they have another friend in the car, they're jamming it, who's this? Oh, how do I get a fucking CD? Okay, I'm gonna hit them up. So that's how it was back then. The difference from back then to now as far as getting your music out there. It was a lot harder for us to actually do this to where now that it's a lot easier. So that's one thing that I can actually say that, hey, I've been through the struggle, I've been doing this, I've been doing that. I'm an old school vet of this motherfucker, real talk.
Already. Now, being old school, who were some of your biggest influences in the rap game?
My favorite rapper on the cool, Scarface, real talk, Fifth Ward Boys. All them cats up there in Houston, Texas, you know what I'm saying? Like, Rap A Lot was the shits. Back then when I was a kid, of course NWA, you know what I'm saying? Without NWA, there wouldn't be any of us, you know, the gangster rap. That's the birth of all that, you know? Back in the early 90s, gangbanging hard in the streets, like doing stupid shit. Cagapalo shit, you know, as a little youngster and shit. And, you know, now that I'm older and I look back and I think about what I've done and what I did, and I'm glad that my children didn't go through what I had to, you know, my struggles and stuff like that. You know, they all straight, they all good, you know, they living good lives. So, you know, I'm proud that I can say that, you know what I'm saying?
Already. Now, who was your main kind of now running the streets with you back in the game?
Shit, it was Carnales with an ES. Shit, that boy Mike C, Kevin C, Chris Everett, shit, Robert Garcia, Rob G, you know what I'm saying? I could go thousands and thousands of names because there's over 500 confirmed Ace of Spades members here in Corpus Christi. As far as Segura, that's what Segura said the last time that I was locked up in the county jail, you know what I'm saying? Over 500 of us, you know, man, if you've been in a gang, they consider you a leader if you've been in a gang for over 20 years, straight up, because they're worried about you recruiting somebody in there or whatever the fucking matter of the fact is. But we grown ass men, we know what we're doing, we take care of our own business now, you know what I'm saying? Back then, we had our camaradas, we had our friends, you know, shouts out Steve Morales, El Eterio, Juvie, you know what I'm saying? My boy Jonathan, all these boys, they're my sponsors right now, and they're my old school cats from fucking day zeros, you know what I'm saying? In the motherfucking dope game, the rap game, in the gangbang thing, you know what I'm saying? They putting me out there right now. And this is why I say that they're my brothers, they're my day ones, because they've been with me through the struggle in the streets, doing stupid shit as kids, and now they all own their own businesses. They're doing their own great things, you know what I'm saying? And I'm proud of them just like they're proud of me, and that's why they sponsor me and support me the way they do. So yeah, that's what's up.
Already. Now, name a couple of old school gangs, because we was around before the Bloods and the Crips. Name a couple of old school Corpus gangs that people might not be familiar with.
There was Lynch Mob, Tres Calles, of course, Ace of Spades, Los Encinos, LA1, Saki, Chula Vista, La Cuarenta. That's old school, you know what I'm saying? Shouts out to all of y'all, because some of my family members are from the Cuarenta, you know what I'm saying? Real talk, that's an old barrio. But yeah, those were like the main gangs. Little Mobsters, who else? CCB, Shit, NSBS, Northside Bomb Squad, real talk, old school, my G. Shit, you already know, Northside. But yeah, there was a shitload of gangs. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, a good 12 big time gangs, and there was a lot of other smaller gangs that, you know what I'm saying, would link up with us, connect with us, you know, cross paths with us, whatever the matter of the fact is. But to be honest with you, like I said earlier, those 2 fucking jet team cops that they created, you know, to handle all of us, to now that they got like thousands of jet team fucking vatos out there, but the gangs fucking ain't as big as we were back then to now.
Yeah.
So it's a big difference, you know. They should have used that back then with all the fucking, all these police officers back then with just only 2 dudes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So much love and respect to them 2 dudes because they put up with a lot of shit from a lot of us. Real talk, shouts out to Ford and Armadillos.
Already, man.
Hell yeah.
Now, during this time, I don't even have to ask. I'm quite sure you lost some friends when you was in the streets. Give me one of your friends that you lost that really made a difference in your life.
Shit, my canal Julio, JVH, J-Rock. You know, I lost a lot of homeboys, you know, from the clique too, you know what I'm saying? You know, Raulito, Michelle C, shit, Big Swole, fuck, man. My mind's blanked in a motherfucker right now on the coup. But there's several fucking carnales. My boy Adrian, my boy Sergio. Man, who else? There's like 2 or 3 more heads too, you know what I'm saying, on the coup, right off the fucking dome, you know what I'm saying? No disrespect to any of my carnales, but real talk, you know what I'm saying? You're always gonna be remembered through my music, no matter what, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, respect, you know what I'm saying, for that, you know?
All right, now, on another serious note, talk to us about the night you got shot.
Yeah, this was 3 years ago. I was involved in a home invasion. It was kind of crazy because I would have thought of being shot as a youngster when I was a cagapalo, running the streets and doing what I was doing, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, just being at a spot where it's like being at the wrong place at the wrong time, you know what I'm saying? Some fools came in, they kicked door, they shot my cousin, you know, they shot me, you know what I'm saying? I almost lost my leg. I didn't even think I was going to walk again. It opened my eyes to a lot of things that I'm doing now, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing my things bigger and better than than I was before being shot, you know what I'm saying? God gave me a second chance in life because I could have been shot anywhere. That dude, when he was pointing the cuete at me, had a shot anywhere. He could have shot me, and he shot me in the leg, you know what I'm saying? For whatever reason that happened, it happened. It is what it is, you know, and you know, God puts you through these things to make you a better person, to make you know that there's people out there that care for you, like your family, your grandchildren. You know, I'm a grandpa, you know, and all these things go through your mind when that's happening so fast. It's so unexpected, you know what I'm saying? I've been in a lot of crazy ass shit, don't get me wrong. They don't call me solito for nothing. I handle my own business, you know what I'm saying? And this is what I really think that he opened my eyes to, for me not to do what I used to do to other people, not to be done to myself or to my children or to my grandkids, because that's not cool, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I've done a lot of things in the past that, you know, I'm not proud to say, and I will never talk about, because that's my own shit. But real talk, I still believe in that's what pretty much stopped me from being who I was before to being to the person that I am now. And I am actually definitely climbing the fucking ladder in this motherfucking rap game. I'm on the radio. I'll be on another radio station. I'm collabing with big time artists. I'm doing so many great things. Hooked up with Fat Man the Boss right here, you know what I'm saying? We go old school way back. We started chopping it up earlier about, you know, how I first met him, you know what I'm saying? My first microphone that I ever had, you know, when I first got rid of it, he was the person I went to and I sold him my microphone, you know what I'm saying? That's a memory that I have with him that no one will ever take away, you know what I'm saying? That's how we connected in this rap game, in this music industry, in this music business. Little by little, a lot of the people that are out there that are connected with me in any kind of way, y'all are also legends in my book, you know what I'm saying? Remember that.
Now, what songs or videos can they go to and look at to find you on YouTube?
Shit, you log in on YouTube under Texas State Armadillo. I have on there Mi Raza, featuring Ice. I have on there the Lowrider track featuring DJ Kane. I have Cruisin' featuring Mr. Zeke. I got the Armadillo Hustler, that's by myself. And I got Lost in Time featuring Droopy M and my boy Boyo. These are all hard ass tracks, they're pretty dope. In about 2-3 weeks, we'll be shooting the Lowrider video featuring DJ Kane. You know, that's my boy. He's also an old school Ace of Spade. You know what I'm saying? He's my brother from the motherfucking streets. My day zero, you know what I'm saying? That's how we're connected. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know that. You know, he's big time Cumbia Kings doing his thing. But before any of that, that boy was Jason Cano. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. That boy was old school, young and ruthless. You know what I'm saying? Doing shows, you know, back in the days, cassette tapes, before the CD. Before I came in, he was already there doing cassette tapes. When I came in, it was the CDs. You know, now it's nothing but computer. It's nothing but flash drives. It's nothing but, you know, Bluetooth. Nothing but, you know, that's how you connect now. You know, it wasn't back in the days where you're hustling your tape, you're hustling your CD. It was a lot harder for us back then than what it is for us now. You know what I'm saying? That's real tough.
Already. Now, speaking of hustling, you said you picked up a manager. What's the difference before you had a manager and after you got your management?
Shouts out to that girl Desiree De La Paz, you know what I'm saying, Kingsville, Texas. Well, she's been doing promotions for quite a while. She's been promoting a couple of my homeboys and stuff like that. So I did a show with them in Kingsville, and I saw what she was doing, and I liked the onda. And I ain't never had a manager before because I was always doing my own thing, you know, doing what I'm doing. But now that I'm getting much bigger, I have more luggage, more baggage. I need people to back me, to help me out, to do these things. And she came into the picture. And, you know, shouts out to her, real talk, because she's never done this before. You know, she was kind of scared at the beginning when we chopped it up. But, you know, now she feels more confident. Now she knows who she's working with. You know, I told her, for me, who knows who else you might pick up? Other artists, you know what I'm saying? Somebody with what you're doing. You know, we work with each other. She's going to promote me bigger than ever that I've ever fucking promoted myself. This is like real talk, you know what I'm saying? And this is nothing but love to her too, you know what I'm saying? And I got my new album, as a matter of fact, it's fixing to hit this week on all social medias, all of them. My boy Richard Trevino, Nightmare, you know what I'm saying? Old school, he's the one putting me down with all that social media stuff with my new album, The Priest from the Streets. You know, that's like, that album right there, it's, I put in work in that album, you know what I'm saying? You see the difference from that album to the Armadillo album when this next album that I'm working on right now comes out. The Armadillo album is fucking gonna be ferocious. I'm telling you right now, it's in the early stages right now. I got fucking features beyond features. Before you even think that I have them on there, they're gonna be on there. Gonna be some badass motherfucking tracks on there. And that's gonna be a legend in its own, that one fucking album. I promise you this.
Already. Now, give me a list of the features, because, I mean, you told me earlier, but let them hear some of the hard hitters you got on the album.
Shit, I got DJ Kane, P3 from Colorblind, Juan Gotti from Dope House Records, Ice featured on there. I got Diego 13, G Flow, Mr. Zeke. Shit, there's like about 8 other artists. My boy EG. The production that was done on this album right here is done from Streets March Productions and from Hellbound Productions, which is Gabe Salinas. That's my primo, you know what I'm saying? Shouts out Gabe Salinas, you know what I'm saying? I told you we'd be doing big things when we first sat down and chopped it up with that Lowrider track. Look where we're at now. But yeah, these are, you know what I'm saying? That's what's up with that album right there.
Already. Now, what Corpus Christi artists do you have a close relationship with?
Anywhere I go, to be honest with you, anywhere I go, anybody that I see, you know, they always respect me, you know, knowing that I've been in this motherfucker for a long time, whether it's a new cat or older cat. They come up to me or I'll go up to them and I make myself known. Like, as soon as they see me, man, there's nothing but, you know, handshakes, hugs, you know, how you been, you know, we go on, we start talking about memory, you know what I'm saying? Like, and this is a lot of people, I mean, thousands of people that I do know that I cannot go anywhere here in Corpus Christi, shopping, somewhere into the corner store, somewhere without somebody knowing me, you know what I'm saying? And this is straight the fuck up truth, it's crazy. My sisters trip out on that shit. They take me somewhere or whatever the hell, and they're like, God damn, boy, you know, everybody's brothers. I said, well, that's what happens, you know what I'm saying, when you're connected in the streets with this rap game, and when you used to sell CDs by hand, pop trunk, going, you know what I'm saying, to every bar, to every club, doing kick door shows, you know what I'm saying, showing my ass off, you know, to make that money, to grind, you know, and I still had a job. I still work. Till this day I work, you know what I'm saying? That's what's my bread and butter. That's puts food on the table. That puts a roof over my head. You know, I'm a steak cook. I'm a master of what I do. I've been doing it for over 20 years after you and I, you know, and that's nothing to me. Like I told him, whenever I'm done, when you don't see me here no more, it's because I made it big time in this, you know, music thing, and it's not far. You know, it's not far. It really isn't.
Already now. What age was you when you hopped off into the street life?
Shit, I was 13 years old. I was a youngin'. I was a youngster. Doing some crazy ass shit, breaking into houses, fucking people's shit up. If you fucked with us, we fucked with you. We came harder. You came hard, we came even harder. You know what I'm saying? And if you fucking had beef with one of the homeboys, whatever, shit, y'all square the fuck up. If you back down from that and you don't square up, you're gonna get beat up by whoever the fuck's there. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. Your own clique's gonna fucking beat your ass because you didn't want to fucking chop it up with homeboy that you had beef with. So I grew up like that. We grew up throwing blows with each other, learning how to fight against each other, just in case whenever, you know, it came time to throw blows out there. Because back in the days, it wasn't recio, it was puro pinche mano a mano, you know what I'm saying? You handle up, you get knocked the fuck out, you won't live to see another day. Now they're quick to pull out a cuete. I got boys that pull out cuetes, you know what I'm saying? I got my niggas, them hot boys, you know what I'm saying? Them knuckle boys, you know what I'm saying? All this shit, this relates to the ace of spades, you know what I'm saying? And them motherfuckers got my back 150%. You know what I'm saying? No questions asked. They got my fucking back. But they don't call me solito for nothing. That's why I'm trying to be real with you, you know what I'm saying? We grew up throwing them hands, you know what I'm saying? And much respect to everybody that does that, you know? I mean, that still believes in that, but it is what it is. Nowadays, you gotta handle yours, you know what I'm saying? You take care of yours. You got a cuete, a filero, whatever it is what it is. But that's real, you know, that's the streets. That's how it is here in Corpus.
Oh, really now? What they can expect next from you as far as your projects?
On the 27th of August, I'll be opening up for Paul Wall. That's an accomplishment. Here pretty soon I'll be doing a track with Fat Man the Boss, like straight up, you know what I'm saying?
Really?
I'm gonna compilate with him, you know, we're gonna get something going. I got that Spanish flow. A lot of people don't understand that I connect. I connect not only with, you know, with my raza, I connect with other people's, you know, gente. You know, I put the shit out there. I let them know that the music that I make, it's real shit. It's real talk. It's from the streets. It might be about smoking weed. Maybe it might be taking a cruise in the fucking car or hanging out with your homeboys. But everything that I rap about is true. You know, it's real. You know, I've been there. I've done that. I've seen so much fucking shit that you won't even imagine. But that's just real talk, you know. And but that's really that, you know, my mentality. You know, I'm focused on just going forward and not looking back because I've had a rough past fucking life.
Oh, really now? Where can they find you on social media?
You'll be able to find me on all major platforms. Like I said, within this week, you just, you know, type in Text State Armadillo. My new motherfucking album will be there. You can find me on YouTube under Text State Armadillo. You can find me at the crib, still blowing hella smoke, motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? That's where you can find me at too. Really? Straight the fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
Really. Now, any shout outs to anybody before we get out of here?
Shout out to Fat Man the Boss, #1, for putting me on the show. You know what I'm saying? For believing in me. Shouts out to Big Bill. I'll be on that show here pretty soon. You know what I'm saying? And shouts out to N8 Entertainment. Shouts out to fucking everybody that believes in me. Shouts out to my sponsors, PhD, Steve Cabinets, and DNS Bully Supplies. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to all of them. Shouts out to my family, to my friends, to everybody that believes in me, to my manager. You know what I'm saying? We're doing big things. We're going places. Believe that when I tell you this, on God. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Much love and respect from the Text State Armadillo. You already know.
Alright, y'all. This has been our 4th of July edition of Sit Down with the Boss. Armadillo just sat down with the boss.